Government says it has completed the migration of tutors of the various colleges of education from the payroll of the Ghana Education Service to the payroll of the colleges of education. The Colleges of Education Tutors Association of Ghana, CETAG, has been on strike for close to 2 weeks, demanding the migration following the upgrade of training colleges into colleges of education. The Executive Committee of Colleges of Education Teachers Association indicated that the strike is to demand for unconditional implementation of their unduly delayed migration. CETAG said there have been incessant dialogue with stakeholders, including the Ministries of Education, Employment and Labour Relations and the National Labour Commission, but the employer has so far shown lack of commitment to migrate the tutors to their requisite placement. And we go on to the phone lines now to speak to Prince Obenhima. He is the National Secretary of CETAG, which is the Colleges of Education Teachers Association of Ghana. Mr. Obenhima, good afternoon. Thank you very much for your time.
Good afternoon, sir.
This certainly would come as good news to you and your colleagues, no?
Well, we should say for now, yeah, somehow.
Somehow? How do you mean?
Yeah, let me use the opportunity to say good afternoon to you, your listeners, and the tutors of the CETAG across Ghana doing the listening this afternoon. We are saying somehow it's some kind of cautious optimism that we are expressing over here, because we have had series of assurances by authorities all this while. Except that this time along, we see some kind of seriousness on the part of authorities in that the Finance Ministry was able to produce a document, that is a document instructing the Controller and Accountant General Department to effect the migration in October. It gives us some kind of hope, but we are still being in our optimism. That's what I Monday, the NCT was there, all the stakeholders were there, and was duly chaired by the Honorable Deputy Minister of Education in charge of Tertiary, Honorable Samuel Okujeto Ablakwa. We came to some kind of decisions, some agreements here and there, which we made sure that we commit everything onto paper, and we signed, and we kept copy. Or they also signed, our employers also signed, we kept copy, witnesses were there, copies were given to the NCT and all of that. And what do we make out of all of these? Out of these structures, we have the apex body of the association, that's the National Council. As we speak now, members have started trooping in across the literature, our legal advisors, advise in all of these. Following which the National Council will make a pronouncement.
We'll take a decision. All right. But in the meantime, there are those who are just concerned and would want to know. You said this is somewhat a good news. Would that be considered in you deciding to call off the strike? Would you call off the strike immediately?
As I have indicated earlier on, my personal position doesn't count here. It should be a collective decision of the National Council, and the meeting takes place tomorrow. So at the end of the meeting, then we should be able to. We use this opportunity to invite. We know that our true partner, TV3, you deserve our commendation.
Okay, all right.
Even to the issue that we are eternally grateful to you. We believe that you'll be at Nat Hall tomorrow to cover the whole thing or run interviews at the end of the day. What happens?
Thank you, Prince Obenhima. He is the National Secretary of CETAG, and they have been given some assurance by government. But as and when that meeting comes up and whatever information will come out from that meeting, would certainly bring it to you, our viewers.